Hello there, this is going to be a pretty interesting or jam-packed video for reorder list. Let's check that out. In this particular problem, we are given a list of numbers, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are nodes and they have pointers to the next item. And what we have here is that we're going to try to change this into this particular format where we point the first item to the last item. And then the next item will be the 2, and then we're going to point to the second last item. So we're going to basically be pointing our items from 1 to 2 and combining it with this item here, 4 and 3. But what does this mean for us is that we just need to take this pointer 1 here and pointer 2 and start combining the two. So what does that mean? So for pointer 1, we'll need to point at pointer 2. And then pointer 2 points at the pointer 1.next, which is next.1. And then we need to, so this currently points to that item, and we need to repeat this process. And we just move pointer 1 and pointer 2 over, and then we to next 1 and next 2. Of course, we did not type out next 1 and next 2. So let's type that out right now, quickly. So 1 points to 4, and then 4 points to 2, and then we reset the pointers. And now 2 points to 3, and 3 points to none. And that's it, and we have our solution. So so there needs to be a couple operations that need to be done. First things first is that we need, so this is join to linked list, and 2, what we're trying to do, this is one of the steps. Another step is that we need to reverse 3 and 4, reverse half the list. And lastly, we need to split list in half to find the half of the list to split. So, all right, let's get the first step done. So a method that I've found to be super useful for splitting lists is to have a slow and fast pointer. And we move the slow pointer 1 time and move the fast pointer twice. So this will always tell us where the half is. In this particular case, where we have an even number of items, the fast, this is slow up next would be where a half starts. And this would be about half the items. So that's pretty good for even numbers. But what about in terms of odd? What happens when odd happens around? So in terms of odd, looks like we can still go to 5, and the middle starts or ends here when we start with 4 and 5, and so on and so forth. The same thing happens again in when we point to 6 items. So as long as we have .next, we will keep pointing to the next item. And same here with the 6th item, and same here with the 6th item and the 7th item. So with the 7th item, we can move again. So we see a repeating pattern here where we point to the point where we cannot point anymore. And so that's it. And that's how we get our split our list in half. So what is the algorithm for this? So the algorithm for this is, maybe we should keep that around. The algorithm for this is while, so we create a fast pointer and a slow pointer. once we get that fast and slow pointer, we'll delete this comments. So fast and slow equals fast equals head. So while fast and fast.next and fast.next.next, we can keep going, and slow equals slow.next and fast equals fast.next.next. And once that is done, we have split the list in half, where slow.next is the midpoint. So half is equal to slow.next. One thing about slow.next, we have to set it to none because we no longer want slow.next to point to anything. And we want to set the previous item to none because that's what we will be pointing to. Okay, once we have that, we can start reversing the list. This is a formula that, or algorithm that we saw last time, where we have, let's do a short version of it this time. So 1 points to 2, points to 3, and to reverse it, points to none. We just need a previous pointer here, and well, it says none here, and we need a previous item, P, and we need a current, and we need a next. So as long as we set the current to point to the previous, we're going to the quick version here. If you want the slow version, you can check the other video. And then we move the previous to the current, and move the current to the next, and repeat the process, pointing 2 to 1, and moving the previous to current, and moving the current to the next, and repeating it until we move next to none, and we point 3 to 2, and at this point we move current previous to current and current to none, and we have our reverse items. Alright, let's just do it now. That was a very quick explanation. Again, if you want the better explanation, just check out the other videos. Okay, so time to reverse. Where are we? Right here. So to reverse is we need a half. Well, let's just current equals half, which is equal to slow.next. So while current, we need a previous, which is none. So previous. So sorry, what was I thinking? So next is equal to current dot next. Current dot previous dot next is equal to current, and current dot next is equal to next. One thing we forgot to do, I think, was the previous equals current, and current equals current dot next. What the heck am I thinking? Okay. And previous and current dot next is equal to previous. I don't know, but we got it now. Okay, with that we have reversed the half of the list, and we're ready to get going. And now lastly, we're going to join the list now. Of course, we have to delete this so that we can see all the code at one time. So we join the list, and this is the last bit. So let's get this part. Not too difficult here. So join the two lists. So pointer 1 and pointer 2 is equal to head is the start of the list, and the previous is the start of the second part of the list. And while pointer 2, which is our last item that we want to point to, while it's not none, we're gonna just like we said, we're gonna set next.1 and next2 is equal to pointer 1 dot next and pointer 2 dot next, and we're gonna set pointer 1 dot next equals to pointer 2, and pointer 2 dot next is equal to pointer 1 dot equals pointer 1 dot equals next dot 1, and pointer 1 and pointer 2 is now equal to next.1 and next.2. And that way we can move forward with our items. So again, we create two next items right here, and 1 points to 4 and 4 points to 2, and then we make a shift and we repeat, and 2 points to 3, 3 points to none, and that's it, and we're done there, because the next bit is we're moving pointer 1 and pointer 2 to none. Okay, with that, we are done, and let's see, make sure everything's okay. Let's run the code, and we're good to go. Let's submit. And that's pretty good. We have solved this particular problem where we needed to do 3 different operations. The first operation was splitting the list in half. The second operation was reversing the second half of the list. The third operation was to join the 2 linked lists in place, and that's what we did. Of course, so that's why I said it's a pretty jam-packed problem. Very gets your brain juices going for linked lists. So the way we solved it was by working in reverse, starting from the conclusion and looking at how what we would need to make that occur. All right. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Want more videos, check the link in the description below. And if you have any questions, please comment. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.